What's up, everybody? It's Indigo, and I'm back with another PCGS unboxing. And in this one, it's all American women's quarters. Now, on the values, so most of these San Francisco minted coins, I was shooting for at least 67s or 68s, top pops, either way. I was trying to hit the, make them a registry submission, basically. I did submit a couple Philadelphia and Denver coins. I do not have quite as high hopes for those. I had them valued lower. The Maria Tall Chief and the Reverend Dr. Paulie Murray and the Patsy Takamoto Mink and all these, basically all the San Francisco coins I had listed at $20 a piece. And the Phillies and Denvers I had at $15 a piece, except for this Edith Kanaka Ole. That one, I didn't really care as much about the grade. I think it was in like a 65, maybe a 64 grade. But that one is the full-on die clash that Dirty Water Coins and Collectibles sent me. If you have not seen his channel, I will link it right up here. Great guy, great channel. But let's go ahead and get into this. Now, I have not seen the grades to these. So let me go ahead and pull the paperwork out. And there we go. So I will go back to front. Great thing about ultra moderns is you never really have to worry about details coins. Bad thing is you do have to worry a lot about the grades. So you see this one's got the hit on the neck there. It's got some friction on the cheek, a little bit in the hair maybe. And this one is the last design from last year, the Zitkala Sa. I'm probably saying that wrong. But this one, again, is a San Francisco minted coin. So we got a 66. Not surprised. So I have a terrible track record with getting 67s on Washington quarters. I think I've gotten one on, actually I know I've gotten one on a coin that I've submitted raw. All these were raw submissions, but typically I get 66s. So we'll see what we get on this one. This one, a lot of that similar surface friction, not really any huge detracting marks on this one. There is a spot out in front of his nose on the obverse, but again, a lot of friction. So if the last one got a 66, I'm going to guess this one's probably going to be about the same. By the way, some of these will be for sale. They do have the Rosie the River label, and these actually have True View and, well, Gold Shield with them as well. So if you see one and you absolutely can't live without it, you know, shoot me an email. And on this one, we got another 66. So again, not super surprised here. There were two of those. And next up, we have the San Francisco minted Celia Cruz. So this was an interesting design. I actually kind of like this one. It's got a little bit of a spot out here in the field, but overall pretty clean reverse there. Obverse is, again, it's got some friction to it, a little bit, not bad. There's a little bit. I think that's actually. I think that might be on the coin. Anyway, we got a 67. Nice. So that's the second 67 I've gotten. I don't have the pop report pulled up right in front of me. I will do that after I go through these and let you know if that is the top pop or not. I'm hoping it is, but we will see. And we've got another one. So this one, if I put it in first, I probably thought it was cleaner, but I think I missed that mark. So Probably not. Again, Celia Cruz, also San Francisco minted. So, and sometimes it helps to turn the coin and kind of rotate it, and you'll see some things. This one got 66. Again, not surprised, but we did at least get 167 out of that. Also submitted a Denver and a Philadelphia Celia Cruz. So there's the Denver. You got a little hit behind the eye. I would be absolutely shocked if this one gets higher than a 6. Just because of my track record. And it gets a 6. Not surprised. Next up, the Philly. Got a little friction on the neckline there. So again, probably not a 7, but it's a nice coin. Again, I didn't have one. So let's see what we got on this one. Got a 6. So 3 66s and then the 67. This one will obviously be going into the registry set. And next up, we have the Dr. Mary Edwards Walker. And there's only one of these. And this one, San Francisco mint. Now, some of these, so you see what's going on with the cheek there and the nose. Some of these, I opened 2 rolls of these, some of these designs. And honestly, there wasn't a coin in the 2 rolls that I thought was going to get higher than a 6. And these were the mint rolls straight from the mint. And this one gets a 66. So no shock there. The quality just was not there. And I'm still trying to edit those videos, but I will put a link to the ones that I actually have released. And the other ones I will bring, add them in later. But again, same thing here. So you see you've got the friction on the cheek. Some that down there is on the holder. San Francisco minted, and this one is the Patsy Takemoto mink. And I submitted 3 of these. So let's see what we got here. Got a 66. And again, also S mint. This one's looks much nicer actually on the obverse. Got a little tiny bit on her arm down here on the reverse. And this one got 67. So second 67 of the batch. And then let's see what we got on this third one here. So friction on the cheek, I'm going to say it's probably only going to be a 6. Yep. 6. So 2 6s and then 1 7 on that one. Can't complain too much there. Next up, 2 Reverend Dr. Paulie Murrays, both San Franciscos. So see that? Kind of got a little bit of marks to it behind the eye. 1 or 2 in the hair, but overall pretty nice. And then the reverse on this one was super clean. Maybe the mark on her chin, but it's got those water spots. So I'm going to say it's probably a 6. And it is a 66. So let's see what we got on the second one. Got a big water spot on the neck, but looks like we got a lot less friction on this coin. I'm not seeing the marks except for maybe right there. Yeah, so see when you turn it, you can kind of see a little bit more, maybe, if I can get it at the right angle. So, and then the obverse, got a little mark on the P, little bag mark. Overall, again, nice coin. This one is a 66. So, next up, we should have the 2 Maria Tall Chiefs and then the Edith Die Clash. So, let's see what we got here. And again, both of these are San Francisco's. So, got a little bit of friction going on the cheek there. You got those kind of marks that dart across. I think some of these are on the holder. Some of them are not. The Maria Tall Chief, though, this was actually pretty clean. It's got the few of those water spots, though. And this one got a 66, which seems to be pretty typical for my submissions, or at least of clad coins. Again, it got a little bit of friction there on this one, although I think this one is objectively nicer than the last coin. And on the reverse, practically nothing. There's maybe a little mark under the M in America right here. And other than that, I'm not seeing as many water spots on this coin. So this one may have a shot at a 7. So let's see what we got. 67. Nice. And then last, but certainly not least, is the Edith Kanaka Ole die clash. And you can see it right there. And again, this has true view. I will throw that up in just a second. But you see the word Edith clashed under his ear right there. And then on the reverse, you see the outline of, actually you got a little bit of a feeder finger scrape. I don't think I saw that before. But you got the outline of the bust on the reverse, and really, really nice die clash. This one goes really well with the Dr. Sally Ride, and I was at the epicenter of those, and I have one of those in a 66 as well. But this one, again, 64. This one wasn't really about the grade. This one's about the true view and getting this beautiful, beautiful clash slabbed. So it does have that little mark across the bottom. Not the end of the world. Again, just seeing that lettering right there, the Edith. And I will, like I said, I'll put the true view up, and I will highlight the clashing on that one. And so let me go ahead and do that now. All right, so now that you've seen that one, let me go ahead and get my computer out, and I will pull up the pop reports and see what we have as far as which coins we had top pops on, which ones we did not, which is pretty much going to be everything that's a 66 guaranteed. There may be one of the 67s that is. There may be one of those that there's some 68s. I don't know. Again, I haven't studied it that close. I didn't look at the grades beforehand. But I tripled my number of 67s that I've gotten in this one submission. So, or actually quadrupled, because I got 3 and I'd only gotten 1 before. So, again, from raw submissions, I've done a few crossovers and gotten some there. But we got 3 different designs, all S-minted, that were hit 67s. So let me get the pop report pulled up, and I will let you know what we got. All right, so I've got just the top pop of every grade for that we graded on this submission, and kind of going to go over why I did this, why it matters, and was it even worth it, right? So those are the questions everybody should be asking before they do a submission anyway. So we did get the 3 MS67s right here. So the Celia Cruz, the Patsy Takamoto Mink, and the Maria Tall Chief, all the San Francisco mints. Most of the coins that I submitted were the San Francisco NIFCs, which have very low mintages. I believe they're all under the West Point mintages, but these were not released into circulation, so typically they are higher graded coins. Not always, but just typically. You won't see one that's AU typically unless you find it in circulation, and then you're not submitting that one anyway. So again, the grade didn't really matter for this coin because it was all about the clash on the Edith Kanaka Ole. And again, you see it right under the ear. I'm happy with a 64 on that. Now, on everything else, I was pretty much shooting for 67s and 68s, and here is why. So these are the PCGS population figures for just these coins, so just these designs that were submitted. As you can see, 66 is the most populous for every one of these coins, and you have to go all the way back to the Bessie Coleman NIFC before you find one where it's a 67. But we did get the top pop on, and I didn't put that right there. What did I messed up the population on that one. Let me pull that up real quick. So on the Maria Tall Chief, and again, you can find this on PCGS's website on the pop details, pop report for them. So on the Maria Tall Chief, there were 46 MS67s. So that puts us in the top 12% of the coins graded for that design. Again, 66 is the average. So those are pretty much just going to be middle of the road grades. But because these were NIFCs, except for these two, they kind of have a little bit of a floor in value. Whereas if you submit the P&Ds, you don't really get that safety net. But got the top pop for the Takemoto mink. Only 25 of those and only 23 Celia Cruz. Both of those are very, very low percentages. So under 10% and 10.5% of the total graded population in those top pop grades. So those coins are going roughly for around 60 bucks, 50, 60 bucks on eBay. However, again, I did these for my own personal collection. I got the Rosie label, and they have the gold shield, which if you can see the chip in there. So these all have TrueView with them as well, which typically registry set collectors will pay the additional for that, just so they don't have to reholder the coins later in the event. Now, typically you wouldn't do that on anything below, like say a 68, where the populations get extremely low. So for instance, on this Dr. Paulie Murray, there are 4 MS68s. That's less than 1% of the total population. Those coins typically go well over $100. They're usually in the about $300 to $500 range for the true 68 top pops. And again, all of this is driven primarily by the registry set collecting. So this is not your normal, I just want to put a set together. A 66 is absolutely fine for that. These are still marketable somewhat on eBay. You can still sell them. And the extras that I had, the duplicates and the lower grades for like the S-Minted Celia Cruz, where I had lower ones of this, and I believe on the Maria Tall Chief as well, I'm going to sell those on eBay. I may not make a ton. I may break even on them, but I will sell them. So overall, I think this was a success. I'm happy to get 3 top pops out of this. I'm happy to get my Die Clash slab. So I have that, and I have the true view of it. And hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you kind of have a little understanding of why anyone would do this in the first place. It's not for everybody. I understand that. Not everybody enjoys registry sets. Not everybody agrees with them, but that's just what I'm collecting. So if you enjoyed this, please hit the thumbs up. If you'd like to see more PCGS unboxings with different types of coins, make sure you're subscribed, because I have some more traditional submissions that are coming that I think a wider audience will actually enjoy. But if you made it this far, you probably enjoy, would like them anyway. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.